In the meantime, shock is still reverberating around the world at Trump's announcement that he'll take over Gaza and run it last night. Democrats are calling it deranged and nuts, of course. But there are some Republicans criticizing it today as well. Senator Lindsey Graham called it problematic. Senator Josh Hawley said it's not the best use of our resources. Senator Tom Tillis notably said there are a few kinks in that slinky.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I wish I'd have thought of that one.
Me too.
Look, it's the administration today says, well, he didn't mean what he said. What he meant to say was, and we remember this from Trump 1.0. Trump says we're taking all the troops out of Syria. And the next day they say, well, what the president meant to say was that we're looking for fundamental and transformative change in this. And the idea that we would own Gaza but have no troops on the ground in Gaza and expend no dollars to make it happen seems like, you know, that'd be pretty groovy if that could happen. If no one was hurt, no money was spent, and the United States didn't have to put any troops in harm's way, I'm sure a lot of people would be interested in it, but getting from here to there would be quite a feat.
What do you make of the fact that Carolyn Levitt, his spokesman, this afternoon appeared to walk back several of Trump's comments from last night, saying actually he hasn't committed to sending troops to Gaza when Trump said last night he would do so if necessary. She also said any displacement of Palestinians would just be temporary. That is not what President Trump said last night. Is there a little cleanup on aisle 3 going on?
We're looking into whether unicorns are real, and if unicorns are real, we are very certain that we will be able to braid their hair to form a magnificent garment for the future. But until then, we're going to keep the research team on it. That's, I think, basically what we heard.
Okay. In the meantime, you wrote a big article about the constitutional stress test we're facing, and one paragraph really jumped out at me. You wrote, can Trump refuse to spend money as required by law? Can he shut down agencies created by Congress? Can he fire employees protected by civil service laws? Can he put the entire system of federal payments under the control of a campaign donor named Elon Musk? Democrats say no, while most Republicans look at their shoes and repeat the mantra of the Trump era. We'll see what happens.
That's not as good as a kink in your slinky, but it's pretty good. The Supreme Court is about to have, and you'll talk more about it tonight. You've been talking about it for the whole time since Trump took over. The Supreme Court is going to have a lot of cases to decide. And the central question in a lot of these cases will be, who has the power, Congress or the president, the executive branch or the legislative branch? And this mainline attack on congressional authority may end up, oddly, with more congressional authority because the Supreme Court, which takes an expansive view of executive privilege, has also taken a pretty broad view of what Congress's powers are. So we're getting ready to have a real goat rodeo here on questions of the division of power between the branches.
Buckle up. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.